All right. Back with a charting session. Let's see. Where should I start? So, um, earlier during PM stream, because I did PM stream today for the dungeon, covering for reliable, and one thing we talked about was this 1 hour inverse, while at the same time getting this 1 hour order block. And once we got this, we kind of assumed that that meant price would continue to go higher, right? But this is one reason it's always good to zoom in and look at different time frames because we have this 15-minute gap right here, right? So even though we inverse the 1 hour, you still got to zoom in and make sure there's nothing else that can hold us down. So not only does price get held down by this 15-minute, but then we get tariff news and we dump down. We finally take out these equal lows at 841, which I think we've had marked out since Tuesday, maybe even Monday, low key. I can't remember. Oh wait. Since Tuesday. Okay, so since Tuesday, we've had these equal lows marked out at 841, right? We've said we thought this was the draw multiple times, but what was our condition? Well, this 5 minute gap that has been holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6, 7, 8 times, right? So we came down and finally swept those equal lows, but this 5 minute gap literally is still holding like a beast. So I am going to keep that 5 minute gap marked out. This tariff news, I don't know if it was enough to just make the entire market turn bearish or not. But it definitely caused us to sweep a bunch of sell side, right? Like we dumped because of that. Now, honestly, I feel like overall we're still bullish enough to where this whole gap probably just gets kind of eaten back up. And we have these relative equal highs up here. And these highs up here as really good draws on liquidity, especially since we came down and swept all of this. Okay? So, my conditions for now are going to be, I mean, obviously, we would have to go through this entire gap. So, let's just find the one that looks the most singular. So, we'll mark the 1 hour. So, we have this big giant 1 hour that will likely cause price to do some chopping in. Yes, we did take these equal lows, but we kind of also do have these down here as well. But like, I'm not bearish. I know we dumped, but we kind of just swept sell side and then like souped right back up immediately. So I'm not too much on the bearish side just because of this dump, if that makes sense. Is it going to be kind of tough to get through? Yeah, sure. And then once we get through that, we got this 15-minute gap above and another 15-minute BPR above. So, I want to be bullish, but day by day, we're also respecting higher time frame bearish PDRAs now, right? So, I'm trying to come up with a condition in which my higher time frame bias would flip. And I feel like I don't know what the hell this big, like, what is this? It's just some random giant box. Sorry about that. I mean, look at this. If you look at the daily, this this doesn't look bearish, right? But I guess if we end up closing below this 4 hour here, I would probably kind of switch to being bearish. But for now, I'm going to be looking for manipulation dumps to the downside, tap in a discount, or maybe not. Maybe some SMTs, and I'm going to be looking for longs for now. But when you see stuff like this, like we do have these perfect equal lows down here again, right? So we swept these equal lows and left more equal lows. Let's see, 841 to 831. So literally like 9 or 10 points lower. And then put in this trend line right here. And then we kind of got this little swing lows and then this LRLR building here. So I'm bullish with that, subject to change. And yeah, we'll see. My bias is a day by day thing right now. Like, I could wake up in the morning and we could dump 200 points. I could wake up in the morning and we could be at all time highs again. That's kind of how I'm feeling. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Unless anybody has any questions or anything they want to talk about. We did just tap into premium after this dump. So, I wouldn't mind if we like build some LRLR like this, manipulate down, tap into here, sweep these lows, and then get along to continue to fill this gap, maybe something like that. But I mean, I'll be asleep. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. That is going to do it for now. And I am going to cut it. And I will see you guys tomorrow or whenever. Have a good night or day, depending on what time it is. Peace.